The old asylum has been closed for decades now, but I still work there every night as a security guard. When I took this job, I thought it would be easy. Just walk around the empty halls and make sure no kids try to break in. What I didn't expect was the things I would experience in this decrepit old building once the sun went down. It started slowly at first. I would hear noises coming from inside the locked rooms as I made my patrols. Thumping, crashing, sometimes even faint voices or cries for help. The first few times it made my heart race, but I wrote it off as echoes from the surrounding forest or animals that had gotten inside. That's what I told myself anyway. But the noises kept happening, and they kept getting louder and more frequent as the weeks went on. Soon I couldn't deny that something strange was going on. One night, I heard a loud bang come from inside a room at the end of a dark hallway. It sounded like someone had knocked over a heavy metal table or slammed a door. I cautiously approached with my flashlight aimed forward. The door was closed, and I could see the padlock and chains were still tightly secured. As I drew nearer, the banging happened again. Thud! 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 Like someone was trapped inside and desperate to get out. My hands were shaking as I backed away and continued on my round. This place is haunted, I remember thinking. These poor souls died here and now they're stuck and can't move on. God help me. The next few nights I dreaded going to work, but I needed the job, so I tried to downplay the odd occurrences in my mind. I brought a small Bluetooth speaker to play music and podcasts to distract myself as I made rounds. It helped at first, but the background noise wasn't enough to give me a sense of safety once the sun fully set. About 2 weeks after the knocking incident, things got much worse. I was walking past the third-floor psychiatric ward, peering into each room through the small wired glass windows as I went. The patients had scratched all kinds of disturbing images and words into those windows over the decades. Twisted faces, bleeding eyes, desperate pleas for help. As I glanced into one window, my blood turned to ice. For a split second, I saw the silhouette of a tall, lurking figure standing in the corner of the room. My spine prickled with fear as I froze in place, my eyes fixed on where I'd seen the figure. I blinked hard and pointed my light straight ahead. Nothing. The room was empty, just peeling paint and an old rusted bed frame. I couldn't shake the image from my mind as I hurried to finish the rest of my round. I kept glancing over my shoulder, gripped by a chilling certainty that something was following me just out of sight. The soothing podcast playing through my speaker did nothing to ease my nerves now. Later, I was passing through the first-floor women's hall when I first smelled it. A powerful stench like rotting meat coming from inside one of the rooms. As I gagged and covered my nose, the smell got exponentially worse until I couldn't take it. I rushed toward the exit, gasping for air, not stopping until I was outside. Whatever sinister forces are in this place, they are toying with me, I thought. Testing my limits. Seeing how much I can take before I'm driven mad myself. I don't know how much more of this I can stand. But I need the money.